Oh, welcome to Vanderbilly.com. Today we're going to look at Sleepwalk, a classic instrumental from Santo and Johnny, originally recorded in 1959. Santo and Johnny were brothers. One played guitar and one played lap steel, and it's the lap steel that carried the melody in this. However, many people have covered this, including The Shadows, The Ventures, Les Paul, Danny Gatton, Jeff Beck, Joe Satriani, and a whole host of others. So they all played it differently, and now it's your chance to work out a cover that you can make your own. In this lesson, I'm going to cover some basics for getting the sound, but where you take it's up to you. In part one, I'm going to do a playthrough and cover the main verse, the riffs and chords, and then in part two, I'll cover the bridge and the outro. So there's a lot of fun to be had with this song. Let's get started. Okay, this song starts off with a chord sequence. You hit the C note on the A string, so that's the third fret. Then you slide the D string, G string, and B string, fourth fret to fifth fret, and then play. So it's, and then you play an open A string and slide from the fourth fret to the fifth on the G, B, and E string. So then you're going to play an F minor chord. You don't have to play the whole chord because he's really only playing up from the D string up. So if you just want to do this bit, that should be sufficient. And it's, and then you play this chord, which I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's a G6. You can look at the diagram below. But you're going to slide into that. So it's, so the whole intro slowly is and on the recording they actually repeat that, and he's doing some really high pedal steel stuff up here, but you can play it once, you can play it twice, and then you go into the main riff. You start that off at the second string 11th fret. You're going to bend that up a whole step. Then you come down to the second string 8th fret. And then you're going to play a double stop on the second and third strings at the 7th and 6th fret. So at the third string 7th and second string 6th. And rather than just you can just strum it, but I kind of like to pick it with my fingers. It gives it a different feel, so it's kind of up to you whether you want to or so you move that up then to the 8th fret, and then up to the 9th, and then back to the 8th. So that whole first lick is. And then you come down and get this second string 6 again, and bend up. Back to the second 8th. Then those double stops again. And back down to this second string 6th. Slide up to the 8th. And you're going to make that same form that you had before, this double stop. But you're going to play the 3rd string 9th, 2nd string 8th, 3rd string 9th, 4th string 10th, and 4th string 7th. So if you're using your fingers instead of the pick, then you can just do makes it a little bit smoother than just playing. And it's about that speed. Then you're going down to that F minor, and again, you don't have to do the whole chord. You can play and slide up to that G6, and then play a C on the 3rd fret. And you move up, and you can sort of simulate the kind of pedal steel lick that he does by doing 3rd string 12th, 2nd string 10th, and then bend up the second string 15th, a whole step, and then back to the second 10th. I'm sorry, 2nd string 10th. So. He comes down, he makes these double stops here. This is the 4th and 3rd string at the 3rd and 2nd fret. And it slides up 2 frets. Then you're back to this lick. Exactly the same, and then the chording is a little bit different the second time, and you're going to play F sharp minor, slide up to that G6, and then get that C, and then back down to the F minor, and up to the C. And then as a transition into the bridge, you just play the open A string and the E string 3rd fret.